Hi everyone and welcome to vlog number 3. I'm sorry I had a bit of a break before because I was so stressed about my wedding and every time I talked to a camera it just wasn't happening, so I thought I'd give it a bit of a break and come back to it. So here we are, and today I want to talk a bit about negativity in relation to your fitness or your weight loss journey. And if you watch my Instagram stories you'll know that this is a bit of a topical subject for me at the moment because I went on a bit of a ranty rampage about some negative comments under my body coach article. Basically in the article I talk about the plan and the positive effects it's had on my life, and give people some kind of practical tips about mindset and, you know, that kind of thing. And under this article were all these kind of negative comments, well, quite hurtful comments about how I looked anorexic and unhealthy and, you know, the favourite that I looked better before, which is kind of missing the point entirely. And, you know, not only is that quite hurtful for me, but I think that if kind of young, susceptible girls read these comments and haven't necessarily clicked through to the article and don't know how I've achieved it, they might believe these things and start, you know, developing these habits, and that kind of worries me. So yeah, I have had my fair share of negativity about what I've been doing, and I wanted to talk a bit about it. I do think it's something that a lot of people experience when they start out on these kinds of things, if the Facebook groups are anything to go by. And I'll talk about the two camps of people that I believe there are in this respect. So the first camp is the well-meaning camp. So the well-meaning camp are made up of your family and friends who love you dearly and think they want the best for you and think they know your goals and your ambitions and your dreams, and yeah, they think they know you basically, and they do to a certain extent, but they don't stand in front of the mirror with you in the morning and, you know, they don't know how you feel about your own body. They don't know, and they're not with you when you put on your clothes and none of them fit. They don't hear your internal monologue, which is negative and self-defeating and that you desperately want to change. So they don't understand you, and so they'll try to deviate you from the plan in whatever way that might be. That might be leaving takeaway menus when you said you weren't going to have takeaways. That might be inviting you on nights out that they know that you can't resist, and just putting temptation in your path. And this will kind of come in the guise of life is for living. And obviously that's true, life is for living, but definitely in terms of the body coach, this is a 3-month plan. And I do think you need that amount of time to change your habits. You know, if you're at this stage where you're paying £150 for a plan, you're kind of, you know, you're wanting something to change. And I feel like, well, for me, definitely, it was the point in my life where I was like, right, I need to do this, and I need to do it properly. And listening to those people, even though they love you, it's not going to help you achieve your goals. And I think people don't understand also that it's not just about weight loss. You know, for them it might seem really superficial and really shallow, and they might make you feel really silly about it. I know that's been the case for me. I've been made to feel silly quite a few times about what I'm doing because I was never really overweight, so people didn't understand where I was at mentally. So yeah, I think it's about understanding that it comes from a place of love, but it also comes from a place of insecurity. I think a lot of your loved ones don't want you to change, even if it's in a positive way. You know, they want things to stay as they are, they're comfortable. I think I was really lucky that Henry was very supportive, and he bought me the plan. It wasn't a hint or anything, I'd asked him to buy it. He was very supportive, but I know that a lot of people do experience, people trying to derail them. And I think it's just about, you know, keeping your eyes on the prize, explaining kind of quite clearly why you're doing it, you know, if that's how if that's how you want to go about it, and just not listening. Just keep your focus and keep going, and know exactly why you're doing it, because that will help you stay on track. And another comment about the well-meaning crew, this may not necessarily come in the form of comments. What I've experienced as well is that it sometimes comes in the form of silence. So people that I thought would be really encouraging and positive about it didn't want to talk about it, and you know, I've been quite vocal about it. So if somebody really didn't want to talk about it, it was a sign that something was wrong. And that's quite hurtful. And you're kind of left to guess what they're thinking. But again, it's trying to ignore it, trying to push past it. And the other camp. So the other camp is one that I do experience a lot. It's the cruel comments, the nasty comments. And for most people, this will come from colleagues, or, you know, people that maybe aren't your friends, you know, they're just people that you know day to day, and they might make comments about your weight, about what you're doing, telling you that it won't work. Why the hell are you eating this massive bagel if you're trying to lose weight? And these ones, so for me, these ones, they do make me angry, but these days I try to make that anger into fuel to do better in my workouts, and, you know, to show them that it does work, and, you know, that this is a really positive thing in my life, and, you know, and it could be for them too. I think as well, you know, and I hear it a lot, that it's just jealousy and insecurity, and I do think to a certain extent people see your efforts as a criticism of their lifestyle, but you've just got to ignore it, and yeah, allow it to kind of push you forward instead of holding you back, because it can. I know how damaging it can be. You know, for me especially, it's like reading those comments about myself. You know, is really hurtful, but, you know, especially for me, I'm trying to promote kind of positive attitudes towards food and exercise, and you know, those comments make me see that actually there's a lot of confusion about what a healthy, strong, kind of muscly woman looks like, and to keep going and keep talking about it. So yeah, I think, yeah, like I said, there are two different camps, and how you handle it is up to you, but that's kind of how I've handled it and how I've seen it. Yeah, if you've got any comments or anything, comment under the video, or send me a message. You know, I really like talking about these things, and yeah, I really hope that me talking at a camera like this does help someone. So yeah, thank you. Bye.